Once upon a time in a small village, there lived a kind-hearted girl named Clara. At 20 years old, Clara had sparkling green eyes and chestnut hair that flowed like a river. Her family was humble but full of love, and they lived in a cozy cottage surrounded by blooming flowers and lush greenery. Clara found joy in reading, often losing herself in stories of adventure and romance, and she dreamed of a life beyond the village. One sunny day, Clara decided to visit the bustling village market, a lively place filled with laughter and the sense of fresh produce. As she wandered among the stalls, her eyes landed on a charming young man named Lucas. He was tall with dark, wavy hair and a warm smile that lit up his face. Lucas came from a wealthy family, owning a grand estate and expansive fields, and his presence drew Clara in. Clara and Lucas quickly became friends, their connection growing as they spent their days wandering through the meadows and by the river bank. They shared their dreams, hopes, and the small joys of life, forming a deep bond that felt unbreakable. One afternoon, as they rested beneath the shade of a willow tree, Lucas took a deep breath and confessed, "Clara, I love you. Will you marry me?" Overjoyed, Clara's heart soared as she replied, "Yes, Lucas, I love you too." They embraced, filled with dreams of their future together, imagining a life filled with laughter and love. However, their happiness was soon overshadowed by a looming issue. Lucas's parents disapproved of Clara because of her modest background. "Lucas," his mother said sternly one evening, "you cannot marry Clara. She's not from our world." His father chimed in, "You must choose a partner from a wealthy family, someone who can uphold our family name and status." Lucas felt his heart sink at their harsh words. "But I love Clara. She's kind and genuine. Wealth doesn't matter to me," he pleaded. Unfortunately, his parents remained resolute, insisting that if he pursued Clara, they would cut off all support. Clara, aware of the tension brewing, felt a heavy sadness settle over her. "Maybe we shouldn't marry, Lucas. I don't want to bring you trouble." Lucas was devastated by the thought. "No, Clara, I love you. We'll find a way." They held each other tightly, tears mingling with their hopes, both knowing their love was powerful but feeling the weight of the world against them. Days turned into weeks, and despite Lucas's efforts to persuade his parents, nothing changed. Clara's family also worried about her future. "Sweetheart," her mother said gently, "we love you, but perhaps it's best to let Lucas go." Clara cried many nights, torn between love and loyalty. One day, she met with Lucas at their favorite spot by the river. "I think we should part ways," she said, her voice trembling. "Your parents will never accept me, and I can't bear to make your life harder." Lucas's heart shattered into a million pieces. "Clara, I can't imagine my life without you, but I understand," he replied, trying to maintain his composure. They hugged tightly, tears streaming down their faces, recognizing that their love, while strong, faced insurmountable challenges. They agreed to remain friends, supporting each other from a distance, though their hearts ached with unfulfilled love. Clara continued to help her family, pouring her heart into her work in the fields and assisting neighbors. Her kindness and compassion made her beloved in the village. Lucas also worked hard in the city, helping his family with their business, yet he often found his thoughts drifting back to Clara. He missed her smile, her laughter, and the way she made the world seem brighter. Years passed, but both held on to their feelings for one another. One fateful day, Clara's father fell gravely ill. Devastated, Clara dedicated herself to caring for him, day and night, praying fervently for his recovery. Hearing of her father's plight, Lucas felt compelled to return to the village. He wanted to help the only girl he had ever truly loved. "Clara, I am here for you. Can I help?" he asked, concern etched on his face. Clara was touched by his kindness and generosity. "Thank you, Lucas. Your support means everything," she replied, grateful for his presence in her time of need. Lucas brought medicine and food, and he visited often, sitting by Clara's father's bedside and offering comfort. Slowly but surely, Clara's father began to recover, and Clara was filled with gratitude for Lucas. "You have a big heart, Lucas. Thank you for helping us," she said sincerely. As Lucas spent more time with Clara, They found solace in each other's company. They talked about their dreams, shared their thoughts, and reminisced about the beautiful moments they once had together. It was clear that their feelings hadn't faded, but the shadow of Lucas's parents still loomed over them. One day, Lucas had to leave for the city again. "I'll miss you, Clara. I'll write to you," he promised, and Clara nodded, understanding the weight of his departure. "I will miss you too, Lucas. Please take care," she replied, knowing he would always be in her heart. As time passed, Lucas thrived in the city, achieving success in his endeavors, yet his heart remained tethered to Clara. When he decided to return to the village for a visit, he was filled with anticipation and excitement. He knocked on Clara's door, and when she opened it, her face lit up with surprise and joy. "Lucas, you're back!" she exclaimed, her heart racing. They shared stories of their lives apart, laughter mingling with cherished memories. Lucas took a deep breath, feeling the weight of unspoken words. "Clara, I still love you. I want to be with you." Clara's heart swelled with happiness, but her brow furrowed with concern. "But what about your parents?" she asked softly. Lucas replied, determination shining in his eyes. "I've saved enough. I don't need their approval anymore. You are my happiness." Moved by his resolve, Clara smiled through her tears. "I love you too, but I don't want to cause you trouble," she said, her voice trembling with emotion. After deep conversations about their future, they decided to be together. Aware that challenges lay ahead, they married in a small ceremony surrounded by supportive friends and family. Although Lucas's parents refused to attend, Clara and Lucas stood strong, united by their love. With hearts full of hope, they moved to the city to begin their new life together. In the city, they worked tirelessly, supporting each other through every challenge. They faced trials that tested their resolve, but their love became their anchor. They learned to navigate the complexities of life, always prioritizing one another, and through hard work and determination, they built a happy home. As the years flew by, Clara and Lucas welcomed children into their lives. They cherished each moment, teaching their children the values of love, kindness, and resilience. They often shared stories of their journey, reminding their little ones that true love can withstand the test of time and circumstance. Clara and Lucas continued to grow together, facing life's ups and downs with unwavering support. They looked back on their past with gratitude, knowing that every obstacle had strengthened their bond. They often enjoyed quiet evenings together, reminiscing about their early days by the river and the challenges they had overcome. In their golden years, Clara and Lucas reflected on their life, grateful for the love that had defined their existence. They had weathered storms, laughed through joy, and grown old side by side. They understood that their love story was not just about their union but about the lessons they learned and the people they became together. Surrounded by their children and grandchildren, Clara and Lucas found peace in the knowledge that true love never dies. They had built a life filled with meaning, beauty, and the kind of love that transcends all obstacles. And so, Clara and Lucas lived happily ever after, forever cherishing the bond they shared, knowing that love, in its purest form, was the greatest treasure of all.